So I've been thinking about this idea about, or that I've heard people talk about anyways, expressing how you feel. There's a lot of people who have been forced to feel bad feelings. One of them is anger, leading to intense rage, and eventually it turns into hate, which then leads to resentment and bitterness and all of those bad feelings, blaming. Anyways, so what I'm trying to explain is a way to sort of combat that is with empathy. Feel sorry for the person instead of lashing out to them. Somebody has been saying that I suggest you should get your feelings out, as in you should express how you're feeling, even though you know it's like a false emotion, that you should express it somehow and that changes it. That's not what I've seen, and that's not my suggestion. My suggestion is to change the way you think about it. Try to use compassion and an open mind. Feel sorry for the person instead of blaming them. Try to change the way you see the situation. And I would try empathy. That's one of the ways. Anyways, change the way you see it before you express your feelings. Expressing those false feelings could make it more, more intense. That's what I've seen happen. It doesn't seem to help to express the false feelings you're feeling. I don't really have much experience in it. That's just what I've seen happen to Cody. He's been forced to feel hate. At first, he was forced to feel feelings like I don't care feelings. Forced as in someone was just saying words to him, saying, you don't care, you don't care, you don't care, over and over and over in his ear. And then eventually that's how he started feeling. I don't know how long it took or if that's really how it happened. That's just what somebody told me. Anyways, then he was forced to feel hate feelings and resentment and the list of bad feelings. He's been forced to feel misery. I think suicide. It's been really bad for him. But expressing those false feelings does not seem to help. So try to change the way you're thinking about it. Try to realize that it's not real feelings. Have an open mind to the situation. And when it involves another person like me or Cody, just try to have an open mind that you don't know our full situation. Our circumstances are really bad, really twisted, really confusing. I'm going to keep trying to explain them so people can have a better idea. But basically, somebody decided to try to make our lives miserable and impossible to live. And then told people a bunch of lies about us, making it, a gaslighting situation. But anyways, that stuff I can figure out. But what people are doing to Cody isn't anything that we can just overcome. We need the people who did it to change what they did, fix it. The people are being given a chance to change it. What's worse is what they did to Cody seems to be like this karma effect, like it affects them. What they did to Cody affects them back. I don't know if that's true, but I hear people saying they're experiencing the same sort of feelings that Cody is experiencing. However, I also have heard that it happened to the visitors first, and then someone did it to Cody. So I don't know which is which. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Anyways, now there's people trying to do it to me, or they have been trying for a long time. I don't know. I have noticed feelings that I just don't give a shit, and I've been fighting that really hard. I don't care feelings. I've noticed like fleeting moments of hate, and I have never experienced hate before, and that's terrifying. Of course, I have feelings where I want to literally kill people. That's not a surprise given my situation. That doesn't mean I'm actually trying to. It's just feelings of the unfairness of what people are doing to us, and then the way we're being treated by someone. And I don't even know the people who are doing it, you know, and it's like we are not able to stand up for ourselves. I don't really get it. I think taking videos is going to change it all. I've waited taking videos mostly because I haven't even talked to Cody about it. So Cody's like sitting here next to me. Well, not right now. He's getting antifreeze for the van. But 24 hours a day, you know, I'm sitting next to Cody trying to post on social media all these problems about him, and I can't even talk to him directly about it. But, you know, that's what I'm posting about, all the problems that Cody has. I just hope it's not so terribly embarrassing for him. It's not his fault. It's not anything he caused. But I know he's desperate for me to figure out a way to change it for him. I've been trying to fight it, you know, in my mind, or I journal about it. I've talked to other people about it. Anyways, I think posting videos is how I'm going to change it. And now, you know, I have to, you know, people are putting this responsibility on my shoulders of helping the visitors. Like they don't have a voice. They are real people living their own life, but I don't know if they're being kept from talking like Cody is. You know, like someone is hurting them or threatening them. And I think it's both. Or they're just actually literally being kept from, like they don't have a way. They don't have anybody to talk to. They don't have internet. They don't have a phone. Some of them are in prison. Some of them are in a mental hospital. I heard somebody's in a nursing home. Basically, a lot of people's lives have been ruined. People who are somehow involved in whatever this is that I'm doing. I don't know what it is. It's not anything that anybody agreed to do. It's like we are all being forced to do it. I think the people doing it with me are special people. Probably some of the most brilliant people in the world. Probably people who found a way to open their mind at some point, you know, by being incredibly brilliant or being very, I don't know, good with their emotions, or who knows what. There's no telling. I know that people are special people. They're not monsters. A lot of them are being blamed for things that they didn't do. Then there's this weird situation where some of them, maybe just a few, I don't know, some of them are taking responsibility for things that they never did. They were trying to stop it from happening. Or someone is making them do it. I do know that one guy was just claiming responsibility for doing things just to keep people from being scared, instead of making it this unknown thing, you know, like, oh, we don't know who's doing it, we don't know who's causing it. Instead, he was saying that it was him doing it. So it makes people feel safer, or like it's a more controlled thing going on. It's a lot more terrifying when there's this unknown person doing things against our will. So there's that. I tell people don't take responsibility for what they're not doing. It causes a lot of confusion. And I don't think it stops it from happening. So, I don't know. The biggest thing is trying to get people to stop hurting. Stop hurting Cody. Stop hurting me. Stop hurting the visitors. I think even my family is being hurt. And they just don't want me to know. Which I understand, but it's really frustrating. I don't know what their situation is. They're probably being tortured, terrorized, accused, and blamed, and hurt. There's no telling. I need help. The only thing I haven't tried is talking about it like this. I didn't realize how the situation was. I keep trying to live like a normal person. You know, where, well, I have a family. I have my boyfriend and my 5 girls. Of course, I want to tell them what's going on before I make videos on YouTube, right? Well, I haven't been able to talk to them about what's going on. When I try to talk to Cody, he still gets hurt somehow, or someone stole his hearing, someone's keeping him from hearing, or someone stops him from being able to understand me, or I don't know. I tried to talk to my mom about it, and I didn't really say much, just like a few sentences. And Cody got so upset he couldn't sit anymore. He had to jump up and get out of the van. And he was so irate. And he is not an angry person. He's so gentle and kind. But whatever happens to him when I try to talk about this stuff, it is unbearable for him. He cannot. If I try to talk about it, he has to talk over me to not hear it. He has to get me to stop in some way. I don't know if it's painful. I don't know what it is. The people doing it are not explaining to me. I don't know if Cody can explain it in words. I don't know if he's being kept from telling me. He's tried to show me visually, like, that his head gets cracked open from the top. Like, it's really painful on his actual head. Just when I talk. So, us having a conversation about anything is pretty impossible when it's like that. And then he has all of these responsibilities that are just unfathomable. Or really I do, but people are accusing Cody of not caring or not doing anything. It's so bad. But really by the second he's being hurt and kept from being able to talk. I think a lot of times he can't even hear people. And he's not able to say. I know that's kind of weird. Someone controls his hearing, like on a whim. Like when they feel like they don't want Cody to hear, then they steal his hearing. And they try to control what Cody's allowed to say. I've even overheard somebody saying, if he says one thing, or if he steps out of line, or something like that, it's so absurd. I think it can't really be that way. But then again, Cody's like being hurt right in front of me, and he's not able to tell me. And now I'm hearing people say they're starting to hurt Cody for not talking. The insanity of it is quite terrifying. I feel so dumb trying to explain it.